Thank you.
Okay. All right. So let's introduce a little bit ANERIS. ANERIS was, somehow, conceived as try to respond to one of the challenges on ocean observing systems. There are obviously several challenges to cover, but I would like to point out the one that it's mentioned or highlighted in yellow is the idea, to the transition of research to sustained integrated observations. With this idea, and particularly focus on biological observing systems, ANERIS was born. You can see the ANERIS acronym, it's Operational Sensing Life Technologies for Marine Ecosystems. You can see here in this pie diagram that there are several sectors involved in the project. Obviously, there is the academia, but it's very important, the role of research infrastructures within the project, but also there are several companies, small enterprises, and also civil organizations. One of the main goals in ANERIS is to implement this idea of this operational marine biology, meaning this idea of these sustained integrated observations that could be, defined as this towards the systematic and long-term routine measurements of the ocean and coastal life and the rapid interpretation and dissemination. So our idea, it's from the acquisition step that you can see here, the pipeline, summarized pipeline, from the acquisition to the interpretation and dissemination. This needs to be first sustained and obviously trying to maintain it through automatic system. And that's why, artificial intelligence plays a key role on that. So basically in ANERIS, we are trying to cover different types of sensing technologies. In the particular framework of this workshop, the technologies that you will see in this course, it's related to the blue one that is mentioned in this graphic. It's about imaging and biooptics. But you can see there are some connections sometimes between genomics or participatory or citizen science-based systems that interplay somehow to the different sensing technologies that, as you can see also in the diagram, it covers any kind of living organisms, from viruses to whales. So the idea is to collecting through these sensing technologies, creating these operational marine biology data products. And the idea, for example, is in the example that we provide here, it's not related to imaging genomics, but the idea, for example, is to improving spatial resolution in the case of genomic data collection. But you will see several other examples that are more related to imaging. One of the ideas also is to combine different life sensing technologies. And I put here, as you can see, combinations between imaging and participatory. I put here several methodologies related to imaging that you will see during the course in different, different talks that it will be further, explained with some of my colleagues. But the idea, imagine that you collect, as you can see here, can you see my pointer? You can see the original image that in some cases, if it's not collected through flashes or artificial light, there is obviously dominant of different, light colors. It's color biased through, the environment of underwater images, that this requires, some denoising and color correction. And the detection in that particular image, you can see there are two different organisms, one ectoparasite and one fish. And maybe we are interested on identifying these two regions of interest that we call here region of interest 1 and 2. And this could be split in two different images, one corresponding to the fish identification and the other the ectoparasite. And this, for example, could be done combining with the participatory systems that we will explain later on. Part of this could be done through artificial intelligence-based methodologies that will be explained later on. As you will see also, we have different layers in the system of ANERIS. Obviously, there is the acquisition, but also there is the processing layer and also the cyber infrastructure that we will use. As you know, in artificial intelligence, particularly, the demanding of computer power, it's quite high. That's why sometimes we need an important infrastructure. And all these things, are all linked to training and capacity building. And what you will do in this course, it's particularly part of this training and capacity building and the component of imaging and biooptics. It's important also to keep in mind that, and just to give you an idea, that ANERIS is quite ambitious project in terms that we are collecting many different type of technologies, and also we are trying also to combine or integrate different type of networks. You can see here that all the networks that have been involved are trying to cover the whole or the main, European seas. That hopefully, we will then cover or somehow, apply all these technologies in many different types of European seas. It's important also that we will go from these ANERIS technologies through the production of these operational marine biology data products, and through this pipeline that I mentioned before. And we will have several case studies to validate the concept. And I will show you a couple of them, and you will see the connection with tools that you will review during this workshop. And one of them, for example, is to increase the high resolution marine life monitoring in research infrastructure observatories. In particular, we are considering 2 imaging systems different that will be, connected, developed or improved within the ANERIS project, that will be connected to long-term cable-based systems. In particular, one is OPSEA, and there you will see some examples of OPSEA, and the other is Smart Bay. The advantage of these 2 particular observatories are cable-based. That means that, they can collect a huge number of images without any problem in terms of power demands or bandwidth demands, because being, cable-based, the number of information or images that we can acquire with these systems, it's somehow, limited. We are talking probably about terabytes of information daily or weekly in terms of the number of images we can process. Obviously, the number of images we can collect with these systems that are mostly focused on plankton and planktonic species will be huge. We are talking about thousands of images per week. And obviously, we need some automatic systems based that will, classify those images according to different types of methodologies. In particular, I put here ecotaxy because I know that ecotaxy will be, commented somehow during the workshop. The other, just to give you a completely different approach, is those based on participatory, on engaging people on collecting data. And in particular, we have within ANERIS one event that we call Biomarathon. It's it's a kind of a friendly competition in trying to collect as many organisms as possible within probably the summer periods. Just to give you an idea, which is the potential capacity of this, we have done this in a pilot system in the area close to Barcelona, where we are located. And you can see that we obtained it. It's a little bit updated. Here it puts 120,000 observations. In fact, we collected 20,000 more because this was in October, and during these few days, we collected, the system uploaded 20,000 more pictures. So you can imagine the number of pictures we can collect. And just give you an idea, these are the most observed species. And you can see, for example, the nut grass, which is a quite common Mediterranean and very beautiful fish. And here you can see that we have collected now nearly probably 2,000 observations of this particular fish. What does it mean? That we have a huge collection of data sets that could be trained later on for automatic identification. And this is the power of these participatory based systems that are able to collect a huge amount of pictures that will be finally correctly labeled with the particular species. And this can be used in automatic as a training data sets for to train the automatic identification systems. So you can see more or less the connection between participatory based and imaging based technologies. And basically, this is a summary of the project. I hope that you will have at least an idea of what is going on in ANERIS, and you are more than welcome to participate